Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this LEX 18 News Special Report, Daylight in Darkness, Total Eclipse 2017. I'm Nancy Cox, and it's been 38 years, 6 months, and 6 days since Kentucky saw its last solar eclipse. That was February 26, 1979. But that eclipse didn't stretch coast to coast, and today's big event is the first time that's happened since June 8, 1918, more than 99 years ago. Well, today's track began in Oregon, cutting a 70-mile wide path across the United States, ending near Charleston, South Carolina. Now, what is a total solar eclipse? It happens when the sun, the moon, and the earth are in perfect alignment. The sun then casts the moon's shadow across the earth. You'll be able to see at least part of the eclipse across the state, a crescent cut out of the sun. But ground zero for today's event is Christian County, Hopkinsville to be exact. LEX 18 Chief Meteorologist Bill Meck and reporter Claire Crouch are just outside Hopkinsville, right in the heart of the action in Cerulean.
We are doing it the way you have to look at it right now. You have to look through special eclipse glasses still, which if you're outside and enjoying the eclipse, you need to have something like this or some type of indirect viewing in order to see the eclipse. Now, when it reaches totality here in Hopkinsville, we can take these off and we can actually look directly at the sun when we will see things that just aren't normally seen. The corona, we'll be able to see planets in daylight, all kinds of amazing things. It has been a terrific, albeit a hot morning out here, but even that's been changing a little, Claire.
That's right. Already we are starting to feel the breeze pick up. It's a little cooler, even a little less bright. It's amazing. Even, gosh, what were you saying? A little more than 50% now?
More than, yeah.
More than, yeah. And you're already feeling all those changes that we've been talking about and hearing about over the past few weeks.
It's almost like right now, and you may be seeing it in Lexington as well, it's just not as crisp as it normally is. I mean, that's kind of the best way to describe it. It's less bright. And again, in Lexington, it will be less bright throughout the day and all throughout central Kentucky. Even Monticello, Jamestown, where we have 99% coverage, it's still going to be less bright. It will not be totality.
It is expected that temperatures could drop anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees. We won't see that quite sharp of a drop-off here in Lexington, but it is going to start to get cooler, and the wind may also pick up as we begin to see changes in the atmosphere going on. Of course, it's going to be certainly a sight to see over the next couple of minutes or so, Nancy.
It really will. Thank you, Jill. Well, we've done several stories in the past about Murray State University alumna and former NASA director Sue Darnell Ellis. She began at the age of 18 on a path that led her to the NASA Teacher Space Program in 1985. And of course, her life changed in '86 when she was at the Kennedy Space Center and watched the shuttle Challenger explode. Along with the crew, the first teacher in space, Krista McAuliffe, perished. Soon after, Sue was recruited to Paducah Independent Schools and later to the Kentucky Department of Education. She directed the first state-based space science education program, and this led to her recruitment to go to NASA. And Sue joins us now, and you've had an amazing career, so focused on education, K through 12. What an opportunity today for teachers to use this to enrich their students' education.
Absolutely.
What would you be doing if you were in the classroom today?
Well, making sure that everybody's protecting their eyes, first of all.
Definitely, we can't
That's the very most important thing, is because, the people have asked me, why would schools let out? Well, if you're a teacher with 30 students, how do you make sure all the first graders keep those eye covers on their eyes so that their eyes are not hurt? That's the main thing, is to keep their eyes protected.
Let's show what you have here. This is called a green flash during the 1991 eclipse. And this happens as the sun is coming back out. Is that the case? And it's just a split
You're
second.
asking me something I didn't ask Dr. John Guyton.
But regardless, this is just a flash.
This is
during
during
the
totality,
eclipse.
and he said it was the only time that he's known that it's ever been caught and photographed. And I said, so
Wow.
how many photographs did you make? And he said, you don't want to know. So I'm sure that it's tens of thousands. The shutter is clicking every single second of totality, which is 2 minutes and 24 seconds or whatever.
Crazy?
So,
And that's just
this
one
was in
glimpse.
Mexico
Yeah.
in 1991.
That shows you what
To get
beautiful
that-
images.
Yes.
So we're going to talk more, but right now it's almost time.
I'm
the
ready.
Moon, yeah, the moon
I'm ready.
is
I'm
sweeping.
excited to be here since I
know.
can't be in Hopkinsville.
I know, but Bill Meck and Claire Crouch are, so let's go back to them as we get ready for totality in Western Kentucky.
The totality for Hopkinsville is coming up now in about 3 minutes or so. What we are experiencing now, which is better than 90%, probably about 95%, but it's a little thin crescent of a sun is all we have left out here at this point, is what Lexington is going to end up experiencing. Like this. The darkness is encroaching quickly, is the best way to describe it at this point, as the moon now is really eating away at the sun in a hurry. And again, maybe this is about the point where Lexington would be, because again, we're down to just a little sliver. For you folks that are in Monticello, in Russell County, even up to Danville, you get 97 and 99% coverage. It's still not a total eclipse, but it will be something that's spectacular. Again, the changes out here are palatable, and you listen. And it's almost a hush that has come in here. In terms of the totality, we are still about 2 minutes away. The smallest of slivers left in Hopkinsville, and once it's gone, we're looking right now for the Bailey's beads, the diamond ring effect. It's twilight dusk here. You do hear some people talking. We're down to just a little corner. I think that's the Bailey's beads right there. There is totality. Oh my gosh, we're in it. I'm hoping you're getting video of that back in Lexington. Claire to my left is just saying, oh my gosh. There are planes flying overhead. We can see Venus over here to the right. Again, for anyone watching us in totality, and again, hopefully you're outside enjoying this. It truly is amazing. The corona, fairly uniform, two broad prominences off to the left and right bottom. Don't see any prominences, but the corona is just beautiful. We got a shot. Oh, that's from us. Oh my goodness. Rob Cook was that's Rob's camera. Oh my goodness, you are seeing what we're seeing here. It's a 360-degree sunset from where we are. It is red all the way around. But the picture of the sun is remarkable. Plainly visible. It is brightening to the west. We're getting to the edge. We're coming out of the total. What a picture you got there from Rob Cook.
It's already so much brighter.
This is hard to even describe it. It's getting so bright here so fast, but it's still just the strangest light. That it's not a sunrise light. It's just hard to describe. It's almost flat shadow, maybe the best way to describe it.
I'm just this blew my mind.
I know you're seeing it coming up in Lexington here shortly at its maximum, but it's, again, just hard to describe everything that we were seeing here. Yeah, we're back here. Claire, work your way back in over here. Come on.
I no longer have a microphone, but that was, I'm pretty much speechless. We've been talking about we'll be speechless at the sight of what we'll see, and as soon as I took my eclipse glasses off when we reached totality, I immediately teared up. I mean, it was one of the, it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It's just a sight unlike any other, and really kind of puts things in perspective all of a sudden. It's just beautiful. And I think after maybe a little sleep exhaustion and all the build-up, it lived up to it in my eyes. And it is amazing how immediately it got brighter as soon as we got just a sliver of the sun back.